more on the polling numbers, we turn now to Andrew Walworth, host of the Real Clear Politics radio show on Sirius XM. Andrew, always good to be with you. We just heard from Owen mentioning a poll from Marquette Law School that has Vice President Harris up by a slim margin, just 1 point. I know you discussed in a recent podcast whether Democrats are panicking, basing the question on recent media reports. Talk to us more about that and what you are seeing from current polling. How tight is this race?
Well, it's a very tight race, and you can look at these numbers, and if you want to see good numbers for Harris, you look at those national numbers where she is up, and in our average, she's up about 1.7% in the popular vote overall. But that's not the way elections work. We all know that. It comes down to the Electoral College, and in the Electoral College, especially if you look at the Battleground States, the 7 states that are going to make up the decision this time around, Trump is up 0.7% in that average. So it's a very tight race. It could go either way. Are the Democrats panicking? That might be too strong a term, Tracy, but they certainly seem worried, and you hear reports out of the campaign that you hear when there's a lot of strife inside a campaign and there's sort of finger pointing going on. So yeah, I think the Democrats are, like I say, panicking may be too strong, but I think they're worried when they look at these numbers.
Yeah, I want to talk about early voting now, already underway in a handful of swing states, including in Virginia and Michigan. What are we seeing so far, and how do the numbers that we have so far, how do they compare to 2020 as far as the turnout?
Well, the turnout is up in early voting. I was in Savannah, Georgia, yesterday when they started early voting. Down there, they've had 400,000 people, roughly, vote on the first day. That's about twice what they had, it's more than twice what they had last time around. Probably another 200,000 or so voted today. So the numbers I'm seeing, that could be as much as 10% of the electorate is out and voted on the first 2 days. It's an incredible number. So we are seeing a lot of early voting. Virginia, which you mentioned, the numbers there look pretty good for the Republicans because the Republicans didn't do so well on early voting last time around. But it's too soon to tell. But certainly, both campaigns knew that early voting and absentee voting was going to be important this time around. Both campaigns have really doubled down on it. Democrats have a traditional or conventional advantage in early voting. They certainly showed last time around. We'll see if the Republicans were able to catch up.
Yeah, and both candidates, as we know, have been really stumping hard in battleground states, recently, in particular Georgia and also Pennsylvania. Any indication who has the upper hand right now, Andrew, in these pivotal states? And which state is really the must-win? What do you think?
Well, all eyes are in Pennsylvania. That's the most electoral votes of any of the swing states, so that's where people are focused. It's also among the tightest. I've never seen anything like this where we had a whole string of polls that were tied. That rarely happens. So Pennsylvania is where people will be watching, but there are 7 swing states: Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Right now, Trump is leading in 6 of those. Harris is leading only in Wisconsin, and there she has only a 0.3% lead right now. So, it could be what they call a narrow sweep. It could be that Trump wins. If he wins all these swing states, and he only has to win them by a couple votes, right? It could look like in the Electoral College, like a blowout, and it could be very tight, or he could lose in the general election, which sometimes happens.
Yeah, and it remains to be seen. It is going to be interesting for sure. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on. Always appreciate it.
Thank you, Tracy.